The third. Pressure is not fearful. What is fearful is leisure without goals. Dear virtuous ones, each of us often says, I don't want pressure, because pressure makes people uncomfortable. But actually, pressure helps us grow. That is why it is said, affliction is body. Look at a balloon. If you give it more pressure, it bounces higher. In the same way, pressure helps us grow, helps us progress. Pressure itself is not fearful. What is fearful is having no goal, wasting time. Dear virtuous ones, a person with goals will keep moving forward toward them. Each pressure becomes a stepping stone, lifting him upward. But without goals, those very pressures that could have been stepping stones turn into stumbling blocks. So, dear virtuous ones, the enlightened ones compassionately remind us, pressure is not fearful. What is fearful is leisure without goals, for that is a waste of time. Let us now return to the text to continue our exploration. The fourth. Suffering is not fearful. What is fearful is paying a price without meaning. Dear virtuous ones, the enlightened ones compassionately teach us, suffering itself is not fearful. Think of a mother giving birth. Medically speaking, the pain of childbirth is beyond words to describe. Yet through that suffering, the greatness of a mother's love for her child is fully revealed. A mother is great because of her love. So, suffering is not fearful. What is fearful is paying a price without meaning. During childbirth, a mother sees her child born into this world. Though she suffers greatly, she sees hope, she sees the future. Dear virtuous ones, in cultivating successors, seniors work hard to guide later generations. Is it tiring? Yes, very tiring. Especially when the juniors are ignorant, unclear, or even misunderstanding. At those times, the seniors truly suffer. But the enlightened ones compassionately tell us, such suffering is nothing. Because when we understand the meaning and value behind this hardship, we know that through our efforts, sentient beings may ascend to heaven's register, remain in the human realm, and even transcend birth and death. When suffering carries such meaningful value, that suffering can no longer be called suffering. Let us now return to the text to continue our exploration. The fifth. Discouragement is not fearful. What is fearful is lacking nourishment from the source. Dear virtuous ones, life unavoidably has disappointments. It is said, in 10 things of life, 8 or 9 will not go as one wishes. Thus, setbacks are natural. But discouragement itself is not fearful. The enlightened ones compassionately teach us, if we have nourishment from the source, meaning, when we clearly understand, when we know the path, when we are sure of returning home, then even temporary setbacks will not harm us. Because we are constantly nourished by endless strength, like the compassion of heaven, the compassion of the enlightened beings, the compassion of our seniors. These sources of nourishment sustain us, so that when we encounter difficulties, frustrations, obstacles, or discouragement, they are not fearful. Let us now return to the text to continue our exploration.